In the landscape of the soul, the second thing writer wants to say about that the above stories from the China and Flanders illustrate that each form of the art is trying to achieve. In Europe, the aim is perfect illustratic likeness, and the Chinese emperor gets the painting painted, which he appreciates his outer appearance. The artist reveals to him the true meaning of his work. So, in the Western paintings reproduce the actual view the European painter wants to behold, to look at the particular landscape for the specific angles, that is exactly as he saw it. Actually, as in the Chinese story, the artist reveals the true meaning of his work to the emperor who rules over his territory but did not know how the way within. The emperor only saw the outer appearance of the wall painting. The work was mysterious and Dao, which means something which has both parts, is that the artist did. As the painting has gone, after the artist reaches the cave, the motive was fulfilled. That work sum is beyond the material appearance. Actually, in the classic Chinese landscape, painting is not made by the real viewpoint, but it is a representation of the artist's thought. And in the Western painting in Europe is a figurative art form. The European painters paints the landscape to show you a specific scene of the landscape, where the Chinese painters does not choose the reverse view paint. So what they are here, you can enter the painting from the any point and can travel anywhere where your thoughts and imagination take you. In the Chinese artist want you to travel by creating your own path. Means when you see the picture, you can make your own thoughts, your own ideas, your own imagination. So seeing the painting is the more enjoyable because we will find out what is there, how can we will fit there like that. A horizontal scroll in the form where one section of the painting is opened by one, rolling it up to the moving on the other side. It creates the dimension which is not practical in another form of artwork. It requires both a mental and the physical, both participation of the viewer. The Chinese painter wants you to enter his mind and seeing the painting from his thoughts. The landscape created by Chinese artists is spiritual, inner, and conceptual of the abstract space. But often, you can say the Chinese concept art is also expressed as a sensui, which is also means mountain water. So now we will discuss about what is mean by mountain water in the painting. It is used together to represent the world landscape. The two complementary poles of an image reflect the diost view. The mountain is the landscape and yang which means to reach the vertical towards the heaven, stable and warm and dry in the sun, whereas the water in the yin, which is respective the uh, feminine aspect of the universal energy. So the yang is the activity as active as a masculine, and the positive of a yang is yin, that is a feminine. There is a third essential element which is a middle void, which is a space there in the interact. This middle void can be compared as a pranayam, which means to breathe in, retain and breathe out. Here, the suspension of the breath is to the word in his meditation process that is shown in the painting by them. And this is also related to Asian culture.